What's going on, everybody? Aaron Zams out here from Fire Rescue Fitness, from the Resilient 50 Challenge, from Better Every Shift podcast. Boy, I got a lot of different hats going on. I wanted to do a live post tonight because it's 30 below and there's nothing else to do, for one. And for two, the Resilient 50 has started, and I'm getting some great questions about, you know, what it entails, and some of the habits that you could choose. And I just wanted to go through them real briefly to give you a better insight and to get you started and fired up. So right now, as I have every year for the last couple of years, run some type of challenge, and I think for the last couple of years, um, personally, it was great to get some people involved, but I think we were missing something. And over the last year, with all the different interviews and different speaking engagements I've had, very fortunate, by the way, to have those. I really was able to take a step back and look at big picture. When you think about making fitness progress, and with the thousands of people that I've worked with, including my pro athletes, the one thing that always stands out is not necessarily what program they followed or what diet they followed, or what supplements they took. It came down to every single day they did the things they needed to do to make progress, meaning every single day they focused on the habits that made them successful or made them get to where they wanted to go. I mean, you look at any athlete, you look at any sport, even in firefighting, you look at, the crews that train a lot are your more proficient crews. Now you're looking at NFL, the athletes that continually do the routine things, the habits, how those lead to success. And from that, and from those experiences, when I went through a little rut myself in COVID, and the one thing that really got me out of it was going back to the basics, establishing habits that I knew down the line would get me to where I wanted. So that's really what was the cause and the motivation behind creating this 50-day challenge, where you choose 7 habits that will make you healthier, will make you more resilient, will make you more better rounded individual. And they focus around eating, moving, sleeping, recovering, and improving your mental health, improving your personal development. Very similar to some other challenges that are out there, but the twist here is that you get a say in what you're going to choose, and you get a say in what habits you are going to select. And from that, let's go to one of the common questions I get is, what habits do I need to follow? Well, there are 11 habits that are listed on the Resilient 50 website. You can go to resilient50.com. You can go to R50 Challenge. You can go to firerescuefitness.com, and you could click on them. Everything from 30 minutes of exercise every single day, 8,500 steps, 80 ounces of water a day, follow a diet plan, no cheat days, no alcohol, a minute of deep breathing. You have 10 minutes of personal development. You have trying or intermittent fasting or fasting every single day. You have what's called a plus one, um, and a couple other ones there that you could choose. And to me, what I've done is I have a booklet that I keep. I have a folder where every single week I write down what my 7 habits are. I'm actually working on a couple different ones, but you choose the 7 main ones that you're going to do. Now, I've had some great questions about, what if I don't want to follow a diet plan, or what if I don't want to exercise every single day, or what if I don't want to, not cheat? That's fine. You got to just find 7. But there has to be some stake in this. I mean, it's got to be a little bit of a challenge. We do call this a challenge. So you want to do and select some things that you need to do that you haven't been. So for me, I exercise 30 minutes a day, 10 minutes of development, 8,500 steps, 80 ounces of water. I've been following the FRF diet plan, which for me is macros. I'm just trying to, and I have been just keeping my protein intake, lowering my sugar, eating 4 or 5 servings of fruits and vegetables, and having really good carbohydrates. So staying away from the processed foods. I also am not cheating for 50 days. And for me, cheating is very simple. I just don't have desserts, and no alcohol goes with that. So that one is kind of up to you. What do you define cheating as? Some people are following a diet program like Noom where they allow you to do that, and which is great. Follow that program, and then what you would normally do on a cheat day, you maybe don't do as much, and it's all your own personal. But you want to be very diligent and um, in your design, meaning put it out there. Ask the questions about, well, is this following it or is it not? And it's very personal for everybody. And you want to just make sure though you also make it challenging. So for me, I don't cheat. I have no desserts at the firehouse. I have no ice cream, no alcohol. Um, pers- 10 minutes of personal development. I'm actually working on another personal training fitness course. So I do 10 minutes of that every single day and a minute of deep breathing. I've actually now done probably minimum of 3 or 4 minutes every single day. And the idea behind the minute of deep breathing helps to relax your body. I've been using it in situations where I, maybe have gotten myself a little stressed out, use that minute of deep breathing. So, and my other side ones are gratitude. I've been doing fairly well with that every single day, but I write something I'm grateful for every single day. And that could be one of your 7 habits. And then I'm also doing some a plus one of 10 minutes of mobility and rehab for some ailments that I've been working on. So that's the gist of the habits. Read them when you get to the website uh, and select them based on what your goal is and what your kind of lifestyle is. I think too the other part of the common question I have is, well, if I want to try to lose weight, it depends on what stage you're in. If you haven't been working out at all, just set the basic things of, hey, I'm going to move 8,500 steps a day. I'm going to work out every single day. So let's go through some of the common questions because I know you got some. So what if I miss a day? So here's what happens. You choose your 7 habits. Got to do them every single day. If you miss a day, you start over at day 1. You want 50 straight days of this. Why? A, for accomplishment. B, just to for that own self-worth. You did it yourself. You did that for 50 days. Um, some people have been asking, well, is there another phase of this? And there is, but this first phase is really like a reset where you focus on getting yourself back to these habits, and hell or high water, you're going to do them every single day. So every day, if you miss one, you just start over. It may take you 60, 70, 80 days. Honesty here. I mean, we're all friends. This is the second time I've done it. I went 35 days, and the other couple people that I was doing it with had already failed, so I didn't complete it. So it does happen, but I started over again. Right now, I'm on day 17, down 6.5 pounds, freaking feeling much better. So you're not alone. I think right now in the first week we have over 55 people signed up. I'd love to get that over 5,500 over the next 6 months or so. Um, and no, you don't have to be a first responder. And I'll get into that question next. What does it cost to sign up? Nothing. It's absolutely free. You go to r50challenge.com. You read through the guidelines on it. You sign up. Um, I send you an email to confirm that you signed up. You actually do get access to the FRF app where I have a 50-day resilient R50 workout program. I have eating guidelines. If you don't really know what eating plan or diet to follow, I have those for you. I have some motivation. I have some mental health exercises for you. All that's free. It's all free. Doesn't matter if you're a first responder or not. This is really set for first responders from the standpoint of we need to build resilient habits. My neighbors just texted me yesterday, and I'm fired up to have them involved with it too. Get your family members involved. Get your crew involved. It is free, um, and with the hopes that you'll like what FRF has for programming. You'll continue on with us, or maybe you'll buy a sweatshirt. I have Resilient 50 sweatshirts and shirts. Mine has not come in yet, but we have that helps support the mission. What happens when you complete the 50 days? I send you a challenge coin, an exclusive challenge coin. Um, and then you get entered into a raffle. So every quarter, we're going to be drawing people that have completed it, and we're going to be giving away prizes. I'm still working on some of those. If you have prizes you'd love to donate, please reach out. If you have businesses that you think would like to help support this, please send me a message. Really would love to have some more support on that. So no cost, free. One of the habits is exercise 30 minutes every single day. How am I supposed to exercise every day? Right? Are you not supposed to take a day off? Great question. But I want you to get the idea that exercise can be a very wide definition of things. It could be just taking your dog for a walk, walking with a family for 30 minutes. It could be stretching for 30 minutes, just like I said, a brisk walk on your noon hour. Whatever it is, movement for 30 minutes. Okay. Everybody has a different definition of exercise. I'm following the FRF R50 workout program. One of the days is you do nutrition planning and it's a day off. So I took dog for a 30-minute walk. Actually, it's too cold. I couldn't do it yesterday. I just walked on the treadmill and read. So I killed two birds there. I did my 10-minute of personal development, did my treadmill, and then I did a little stretch afterwards. So every exercise or workout does not have to be high intensity. It could be a wide variety of things based on what your need is. And again, I can't emphasize recovery workouts are really, really important for us as first responders. You get off a shift where you got 2 hours of sleep. The worst thing for you is to go to the gym and do a high intensity workout. You're setting yourself up for, obviously fatigue, burnout, and injury. So that's how you integrate in exercise every single day is to redefine what it really is. Sometimes it's a recovery thing. What if you're totally out of shape and overwhelmed? Where should I begin? Zam, I get this question a lot. Zam, I'm so far gone. I don't even know where to start. Well, there's a progressive approach you can take to this. It may take you longer than 50 days, but who cares, man? We're all about making ourselves better and improving our health. So for instance, let's say you are totally out of shape, haven't been working out or anything. Take it one habit at a time. The first week, you're going to do hydration. So you're going to just make sure you get your 80 ounces. Once you get a week of that, next week, you're going to add in 1 minute of deep breathing every single day, along with your hydration. So now you got two. Next week, you're going to add 30 minutes of walking every single day, maybe some other exercise scattered in there. So now you got three down. And then you add your fourth one. Your fourth one might be, hey, I'm going to read more about nutrition and fitness. So I figure out how I need to be better fueling my body. That's your fourth week. Before you know it, 7 weeks, 50 days goes by, you have your 7 habits. Then you can start from day one again, but you're actually going through our 50. So there's a progressive approach leading up to it. You do the 50 days. 100 days from now, just think about where you could be. Established 7 really healthy habits, continually just kept on track and made a ton of progress. All is not lost, and you're not alone with this. Had quite a few people ask about where to begin, and remember the importance of this is the habit. I don't give a crap about how much you bench or how much weight you lose because those things will come, guaranteed. And that's what I was saying in the first couple minutes. When you establish these habits, everything else will fall into place. And then if they're not, we can easily tweak. We can just say, hey, okay, so maybe you need to limit calories. Maybe you need to work a little bit harder, whatever it might be, but work on establishing the habits because in every case, we all know what we're supposed to do. We just lost our way. Every time somebody texts me, which I love, by the way, text, email me, ask me questions, it comes back to you. I know what I need to start doing. How do I stay motivated to do it? This is how. You just integrate it into your everyday lifestyle. I don't like to work out every single day. It's like I said, it's 30 below, but I love checking boxes. And so every single day I got these 7 boxes I got to check. One of the common things I get is, can I really follow any workout program? You certainly can. If you want to do, your CrossFit gym, if you wanted to follow, Dan Kerrigan and Jim Moss's book on firefighter functional fitness, which is a great book, go for it. If you have an app that you like to follow, go ahead. You don't have to do an FRF workout plan. We have one that's there for free, and you may want to take that and merge that with some other things that you got going on. That's great. No problem with that. You really can follow any other workout program, but set it up so you understand each week what you're supposed to be doing. The last thing I want you to do is say, "Yeah, I'm going to follow a workout program, but I don't really know what it is." Well, you got to create it and figure out, what that is. I like to take it week by week because things change, shift schedules can change, and you could change your workouts from day to day, but you should have a big picture plan for the 50 days. Can I follow any eating plan or diet? You certainly can, as long as it's healthy. Nothing really crazy where you're, drinking or eating cabbage soup 3 times a day for 50 days. Um, of course, the caveat here is anytime you're starting a workout program or eating program or diet, you need to check with your physician. I think a lot of us know that. And if you haven't seen a doctor in a while, I would go do that. Especially if you're a firefighter, you should be getting your assessment, annual medical every single year. But you can follow any diet. Some people are following Noom. Some people are following a Mediterranean style diet. Highly recommend that. Some are following, macros, kind of what I talked about before. Keto, if you want to try that, great. Whatever it is, follow that program. Okay. And I didn't put in here next, but what about cheat days? Cheating again, like for me, I know cheating in my head is when I go to the firehouse, it's past 8 o'clock. I walk through the kitchen and there's donuts, cakes, cookies there. During the month of December, I no holds barred. Sometimes after calls, I'd have ice cream or I'd buy some at the store and have. Um, my daughter-in-law is an unbelievable baker, so she's got cookies all over the house. I stay away. So for me, it's those desserts, those cakes, those cookies, none. That's cheating to me. Alcohol, really easy. You either have it or you don't. You know, for me, that's getting a little more difficult as the Packers keep going through the playoffs, but I can do it. 50 days. So follow an eating plan, anyone you want. What happens after the 50 days? Great question. I started to talk about it before. There is a phase 2 where we do more of a point system, but I'm placing emphasis on this reset, this first 50 days to really establish your baseline. I like to call it's your academy, right? You're speaking in firefighter terms. This is your recruit academy. You're going back to the basics. You're establishing those habits. And then after the 50, we go phase 2 where you stay on track and you have a little bit different system that helps you and keeps you motivated for that. And that I don't want to introduce too quickly because I don't want people to start thinking about that one. Right. So there is a phase 2 to that. Those are the common questions I've been getting so far. This is again for anybody other than first responders also can join. Dispatchers, police, fine, great. Firefighters, yes. Neighbors, anyone who supports first responders, yes. Family members, yes. Admin in the fire department, yes. Mayors, yes. Anybody. The ideas behind this will help improve anybody's health. It will help improve anyone's resilience. And the main reason we need to improve our resilience is that stress is not going away. And this is my final point on this. If you're thinking about, well, I'll do this challenge when this happens, or when, Bobby goes back to school, or Susie has no more softball, whatever it is, I guarantee you that there's going to be another thing. There's always going to be stress. COVID taught us one thing: stress is inevitable. And as first responders, we know this, but there's never a better time than now. Start establishing these habits. It may not be the way that you want it, like, oh, I want to be so, strict and really, really do this. Just get it done. Choose your 7. It may not be, again, to follow some diet program this time. It might be the next time you start to do that, but do something. Join this challenge. Share it, please. You can go to www.resilient50.com. You can go to ARD50 Challenge, firerescuefitness.com. But please spread the word and let me know what other questions you have. And great. I got some questions online. I will try to email those or place the answers in the comment section. And lastly, if you have some prizes, some people that you think would be great to help support this, please get me in touch with them. But thanks to everybody I look forward to seeing your progress, hearing about your journey. R50challenge.com. Let's build this thing up.